Hey, what's up? It's Daniel. I'm doing another raw edit for FroKnowsPhoto. And last week I was showing you guys about the HEPA filter Hurricane Air. Pretty cool little thing. I also wanted to show you my bag. It's a Tamarack Adventure 9 bag. I actually got it for free because I sell Tamarack bags at my work, and Tamarack does these things called Tamarack points. And I only had to sell a few $100s worth of merchandise in Tamarack, and I got an Adventure 9 for free, and I'm pretty sure they would go for a lot more. I'd love to have a think tank bag at some point, but I figured I'd use the rest of my points because I'm about to quit my job and start a new one on Monday, working in a completely different field. But anywho, that was about it. I also wanted to share with you, I did buy the Drobo, just the one that has 4 bays, and I could not be happier. I cannot tell you, it's probably been about 4 times that I've accidentally did something with my external hard drive, something happened to it. One time I accidentally formatted it, thinking I was formatting my memory card. Another time my son dropped it on the floor, and they were going to charge $1,000 to get it recovered. So I have 2 terabytes working in the Drobo over here, and this was pretty inexpensive. You have to have at least 2 for it to be redundant. There's my Drobo kind of going at it right now. I've only got one blue light, so I've got 2 terabytes, and everything that I do, videos, music, anything that doesn't have to be on my C drive, I'll put it on that Drobo, and I know that it's redundantly backed up because I'm only using 1 terabyte because that other 2 terabytes is, the other 1 terabyte is keeping me safe. So that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and start editing this photo. I just went online and saw there was a new one. I was anticipating that, and so I'm going to go ahead and import it. I'm just at the import dialog. Notice I'm just working with a D3100 right now, and I sell cameras. I get a lot of people ask me what kind of camera I shoot when they're buying their D7000, and I get kind of, you don't pay very good in retail anyway, so I wouldn't expect them to think that I shoot with the D3S like Fro. So this is the 24-70 awesome lens, shot at f4, so it's probably crystal clear, sharp image. If you want to check out a really cool website, I know like Jared doesn't like to do look at charts and stuff, but if you go to www.slrgear.com, you can basically look at every lens in Nikon, Canon, Leica, Sigma, Tamron. You can pick a lens, and then you pick a focal length and an f-stop, and you'll see on the graph how sharp it is. And you'll notice with all these lenses, like at 2.8, it's actually not that sharp at 2.8. One stop up at f4, it's really sharp, and then you go like to f9 and then f16 or f8 and f11 and f16, and it slowly starts to go up, meaning it's less and less sharp. Pretty cool. I'm going to do that from now on whenever I'm buying my lenses. Actually, a customer who I was selling a lens to had told me about that. Anywho, she's backlit, and I don't think that she has a flash going. It's all ambient. So fill light may be something that we need to consider. Of course, if we do fill light, it's going to have a lot of blown outness on it. I'm just going to turn my other screen over here. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about before I get to it? No, Tamarack bag. Up the top here, you can store random stuff like the Black Rapid RS7 strap. Really liking this strap. We started carrying these at the store, and we can get them for like $25. But I had bought mine way back in the day when we didn't have them, so I had to spend the full pop, $60-something, $62 I think, or $58, something like that. Okay, so what I always do, I check the auto, see if that's better. It's kind of yellow. 6200 Kelvin versus 5200 Kelvin. That is a little cool. It's a little bluish. So why don't we do the middle, somewhere in the middle. We'll do 5400 first. And okay, that was as shot. That looks pretty good. A little bit warmer. If we do get a little bit more. There's a lot of warmth in this grass right here, so I want to like make it look like the grass is a shade of color that it's not supposed to be. So that looks pretty good right there. The one thing whenever the picture is like this, you don't get the full screen. You can hit L and then L again, and everything will disappear. That's one thing that I like to do. And there's another thing to make it big, but I forget all the quick keys. No, no, no. There's my L. Okay, so I can't find it. Anywho, plus I'm going to need these sliders. Let's not do recovery. I don't think that that would be a good thing. Fill light we need. So now we're starting to get her expression on her face. Her teeth can be whitened. Already on teeth whitening. You know, just a little bit, just so she doesn't look like she doesn't brush every day. That's fine. Little nitty gritty stuff I love to get into. I wouldn't whiten her eyes at all because it's going to mess with her makeup. The last thing you want to do is do that. She does have a mosquito bite that happens to me. It flares up like that for about an hour and it goes away. I'm either thinking soften skin or the healing tool, but with the healing tool, we'd have to make it so huge because it's red. That's not bad. Go back. Let's just see what that did. If I close this, the circle goes away. That looks fake. No way. Okay, so I'm just going to do skin softening. You know, default clarity just all the way down. And just try to erase it as much as possible. And then I'll also go ahead and close that out and then reopen it. Instead of softening skin, I'm going to do saturation. And let's just see if we just do a quick pass. Get a little bit of red out. Now it looks like a bruise now. Okay, we'll try it one more time. Just one quick, right there. That's enough. Alright. What else? Anything noticeably weird? What's this? It's like a little piece of glitter caught the sunlight. I'm real nitpicky about stuff. I don't go in and like remove my friends or whoever I'm taking a picture of. I won't remove their freckles or anything like that. Just because that's who that person is. I mean, she has a lot of freckles, and gosh, that arm. I don't want to do the saturation because I want to remove all the red from everything else, like these leaves right here. I think those are kind of cool. And make her look like a zombie. So yeah. I wonder if I use the iris enhance right here on her earring, if that'll make it look really cool, because that kind of bumps up the boom of everything. One, and make it real sharp. Contrast. And then the saturation. That's probably like a diamond. I don't know. I'm not much on jewelry. I don't wear any jewelry. Even though I graduated from a college where Texas A&M, you always see Aggies with their rings on, but I don't wear rings. And I was just at a friend's house. We lost the game. I didn't really care at all. Okay, so I don't want to throw in a whole lot of black because she doesn't really need it. What would it do to the picture? Yeah, it would just darken her. So I'm just gonna undo the blacks. Clarity, I'm going to noise reduction it. Let's see what a strong contrast will do. Again, that kind of darkens it, but it needs a little fill light. Yeah. So I want to make the clarity down to where it's like a soft focus type thing. But first I want to sharpen just a hair on her eyes. Noisy. Mask it off so it doesn't. It's only doing just the stuff that we want to do. Outline the key features, not everything. Beautiful bouquet. If those were different colors, I would maybe go in and with the brush saturate it up a little bit. I don't know. That's just me. She's looking a little red. So on her skin, just a little bit of red out of her skin. I'm kind of jumping around here. Looks a lot better. Just a little bit, Let's go overboard. And I guess this will be my normal edit. Noise reduction was where I was going. Okay, we did noise reduction, or we did sharpening. We need to do noise reduction now. So pick like a dark spot like her face, and kind of go at it with that noise reduction. Don't get too happy. That's fine. If I knew what these things did, I would mess with them. I have no idea. I mean, detail, I can imagine it has something to do with the details. Go figure. Contrast, I can slide it this way and this way. I'm not seeing a whole lot of change in the noise. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. If I don't know what to do, I'm gonna leave it alone because this is a video tutorial and I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. Alright, now let's make this kind of a soft focus. Make it real soft. Soft. Not that soft. That's cool. Why am I 3-1? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull back on the saturation. And give it that kind of, I don't know. Now, the grass is now becoming a main feature. So the vibrance, I'm pretty sure if I pull back on that, it'll kind of, oh, that's too far. So I'll pull back more on the vibrance than the saturation and give it. How about this? I'm not going to care about the grass right now. I'm just going to care about what she looks at, and then I'll go with my saturation up or downer thingy, bullseye thing, and deal with the grass that way. I was told don't use the word thingy because you sound stupid. So comment if you think I'm stupid, because I'll be offended. No, just want to get it that kind of, I guess, that vibe where it's like professional. So pick a spot where it's kind of dark green. Pretty good spot right there. Right here. Okay. So less of the green action over here. Now that's looking believable. Really like this. Lights, we could go down a little bit. I don't want to take it too far though, because then stuff starts to look weird. And that's it. That's my edit right there. I always say that, and then I go, what else could I do? I don't want to do anything. Well, no. He needs to pop a little bit. Okay. Vignette. No. I'm not about making every picture having a vignette. Just a little bit green. Huh. I was just messing with the luminance because I haven't really seen what that does. Maybe I should stop. Hey, that looks cool. So I guess if you go up on the luminance, let's see what it says. Adjust the luminance by dragging in the photo. Okay, so let's check her out one more time just to see if there's anything. She's got some flyaway. So I guess a cool way of making this photo work if you were a wedding photographer would be maybe an off-camera flash, shoot through umbrella style. So that's going to be my color right there. Color. I'm going to reset it and go into dun, 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 silver effects, TIFF, 240 dpi, 16 whatever bit compression, wider color gamut, even though I'm making a black and white, so I don't really care about my color gamut as much as I would on the color. Filter types. I love to look at the different filter types. Blue. Oh, that looks hideous. Red is kind of speaking out. Although, yeah, see, the red, if I were to do that, her dress looks like, almost like it's a ghost. Like a scary woman ghost coming to haunt you. We just need some brightness. More contrast because we added some brightness. Structure, I'm not going to make it ooh la la structure because look, Oh my god, that mosquito bite is showing. It is showing like a mofo. Oh, look at that. So what I'll do is I'll add a control point. What's so great about Nikon is you have, or Nik software, you have these control points, and we can just go here and brighten that up. Uh, 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 Wait, brighten it up. Contrast less, structure less. I guess that works. Let's go back out to 100%. No, we need. I mean, this looks kind of bad right now because it's bringing out all of her freckles. Very not appealing. 250 and 25. Right. Humping the structure was not a cool thing. Now, less structure? Oh, that's weird. It's like a night on earth type thing. Less structure. Okay, and then I'll bring that back into Photoshop or Lightroom. Technically, it is Photoshop. And then what I want to do is good. It really kind of made this weird thing right there. Since her dress is already getting cropped, or it's not in the whole frame, I'm just going to make this kind of a little bit more cropped in. And she's still too dark. No. Well, yes. Still light. Yeah. What a black. Yeah. I like it what it did with her hair. And boom. This is a real like no contrast photo. And then maybe I'll throw in a white. No, the white vignette won't work. It's down here, but that would be cool. If we cropped it to like an 8x10 and there wasn't so much grass, I bet you could throw in a white vignette and that would look badass. Noise reduction, I mean, we could do it a little bit. A little bit of noise reduction. Perfectly fine. Details are sharpening. Bring it right on that eye. Make it look all grainy and bad. And then mask the heck out of it. I don't want anything on the skin. Okay. And her teeth look very white because it's a black and white. Go figure. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to throw a vignette because her dress is going to make it look weird. And it's already kind kind of almost naturally vignetting it, and I don't want to mess with this part right here because that's just really cool. I'd love to be a wedding photographer and not have to deal with the stress. Alright, so I'm going to take another snapshot. Okay, well this is a brand new photo file, so because it was exported as Silver Effects, so I won't take a snapshot. This will be it. If we have a profile for the 24 to 70, yeah. I mean, I guess that did that change it at all? Yeah, it did. It changed it. Look, it had a little bit of barrel or pincushion. I don't know, whatever. But it corrected that. Okay, so that's it. That's my normal edit. I don't know if I'm going to do a crazy edit because I don't have Photoshop. I'm not spending freaking $600 to not have a good workflow. I do have GIMP. I mean, I guess I could do it in 8-bit. I mean, I'm not going to be printing it out or anything, but I really don't like GIMP. It's like sluggish. It's just like Photoshop too, and I don't really do that. But I think these would be two good pictures. So here's my black and white, and here's my my color is right here. So I think this is a really cool effect, and I hope you liked it. That's about it. Daniel signing off. Raw or Raw NEF CR2. Shooting with my D3100, waiting on new lenses and waiting on whatever replaces the D300S or the D700 if I have enough money from my new job. So I guess wish me luck. And also, there was one thing that I wanted to mention. Oh yes, so Jared, obviously probably needs as much support on the website as possible. So what I've been doing since it's Black Friday, anything that's on Amazon that B&H doesn't have for cheaper, I'm just gonna search Amazon, find what I need, and if I compare it to B&H and they're the same price, or I doubt it's less, but if it's less, this too, just find it and then go on to Jared's website in a different tab, and then go to his Amazon link. I mean, because he gets probably money for that, and that helps us to do this funky stuff that we love to do, and make screen flows of all these raw files and raw edits of the weeks and quick tips and all of Adam Lerner's strobe stuff. Just that the website probably needs your help. The Zach Arias photo was tutorial about how to use off-camera flash was really awesome. A friend of mine and we both watched it. He has it, and he's been watching it like hundreds and hundreds of times. We went out, we had two SB700s set on SU4 mode. He has a D7000 with the Tamron 28 to 75, and I had my Nikon D3100 with the 35mm at 2.8, where it's really freaking sharp, and just a kit lens like an 18 to 55 in case we needed a wide angle, which we did a lot of times. And what we did is we used all the stuff that he taught us, how to shoot manual. Don't rely on TTL because it's inconsistent. You'll get great results, but it won't be consistent. And if you know your f-stops, and basically what we did, trial and error, is we took it out, put it in shutter priority mode, maxed out our shutter sync speed. So mine was at 200th of a second, being a D3100. His was a 250th of a second. So we put on shutter priority, 250th of a second if I'm holding D7000 up at the sky. Okay, what's my f-stop? There's our starting point. F7.1 or whatever it was. And then we dial in that f-stop in manual and put it at the sync speed, and that's where we'd start. then we'd say, hey, okay, so is the background too bright, or well, am I dim? Do we need to, increase the power on which SB700? Is it too much light here, not enough light here? What kind of effect do we want? Taking the softbox. No, we didn't have a softbox, so what we did was, and this Zacharias goes through this in his video. You can actually take an umbrella, you shoot into the umbrella, and it's got that reflective stuff on it. And instead of shooting into the umbrella when it's all the way out, just kind of close that umbrella, and it makes it like a little softbox laser type thing. So we used some pretty cool stuff. Like one of them would have the softbox and it'd be positioned right at his face, and the other one was like fill light type thing. It was just awesome. We were trying to get the natural vignette with two SB700s and trying to overpower the sun, but we weren't able to do it, and I'm not sure why, but we're going to go out again, photo some other people other than ourselves, because I doubt anybody wants to see a photo of me or Ryan. We had a girl, his fiance's sister was going to come, and I'll just kind of go through some of these photos with you really quick. She was going to meet us out there, and we were out there, and his phone didn't ring when she called, and so she got, I guess, mad about that, and so, but all is well, all is well. Okay, so my catalog that I really need to organize, and if I go to some of the ones, like right here, we had this big truck, and so we wanted to take a picture in front of the truck, and he needed one with his camera because he does like professional stuff. I don't. And this one ended up being pretty cool. We had, a key light right here and another light right there. I went and stood way far back, and this is what we had going on. We had 1/700 right here, 1/700 right here, SU4 mode. It was not that dark. It was about like this out. So you can really do some cool stuff with off-camera flash. He really wanted to get the Nikon thing going. Again, we use that softbox effect with an umbrella. You don't have to pay as much for umbrellas, so that's a cheap way of going about it. And I think the one that he really liked was this one, and this is when we first started experimenting with that light on the. No, I'm sorry, it was this one. Okay, so we were getting results like this with the two SB700s, just kind of filling them up, and then he was like, "I really need my face to stand out. I'm Filipino, so." Every time I would get in front of the camera, we'd have to dial it back a little bit so I didn't look like a ghost. But this was one of the ones that just kind of started. I mean, he's a little bit bright right here, but I bet if we had, kept with it, that would have been sweet. And just one of the ones of me. I was trying to do the Jared Polin thing, got my Black Rapid on. Another thing, kind of just the gaze, as well as the down on the ground, shooting straight up, shooting at all different angles, and yeah, so just don't limit yourself in terms of what you think. You don't just stand in front of the person. Get down on the ground. I know for this one shot of Ryan, I was all the way on the ground, and I was all the way out at 18 millimeters, and it was a cool effect. I mean, I wanted to get the top of this. I didn't want to crop that out because it would be bad for composition. It doesn't look like a fill light flash, or an off-camera flash picture, but yeah, it was at f7.1 ISO 100. We were going for real clean files with the D3100. Okay, I'm sure I've talked your ear off, but if this made sense, I hope you kind of use some of these techniques, and definitely look at that One Light series by Zach Arias or Zach Arias or whatever his name is. because he's good and he will teach you how to shoot manual and be consistent. Alright, peace out. Daniel Nugent, bye.